Okay. So yesterday what we discussed? We discussed about OOPS concepts. In OOPS concepts, mainly we focused on class, object, methods. How we are going to create a class in Eclipse, right click on the package, then new class. So definition of the class is class have the collection of objects. Class is not a real world entity. Class doesn't occupy memory. Inside the class we have fields, constructor, methods, blocks, those things. For everyone I am not audible.
Audible, sir.
Audible.
Okay. I think Irfan, your system issue, not my problem. You can
Sir, is
rejoin.
it sharing any screen, sir?
No, I will share.
Okay, sir.
So method is a block of code which perform some specific task. So everything and how many ways we can create object. This is an important interview question only, but you can focus only this one as of now. And then object, how to create a object method. Yeah, object is the real world entity. It occupies memory. Today we will discuss on constructors. So constructor. Construction is also a similar to a method. It is a block. Constructor is a block which is similar to method. So now we are discussing what is constructor and its definition, what is the purpose, those things. So constructor is a block. It is similar to method only. How we are creating method, the similar way we are going to create it. But constructor have one rule. Constructor name should be same as class name. For example, you are creating class name is the test means. So constructor, how what is the method syntax? Can anyone? Method syntax. Modifier, access modifier, return type, method name, inside
Arguments.
the inside the parentheses, open and close bracket parentheses means inside the parentheses list of arguments. If you have list of arguments means then method body in the curly braces. In the method body we are going to write our code. A similar way constructor also have modifier, then no return type. Constructor, there is no return type for constructor. Constructor will create a same as class name. What is our class name? The same name, then parentheses. So arguments will be there. Then this body. This is the constructor. This is the default constructor. We have multiple types of constructors we can discuss. So for first point is a constructor is a block. 1 minute. Am I audible now, everyone? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Maybe. Huh? Someone have problem. Maybe they need to restart their system. I
In
think.
the beginning, I had audio problem, so I rejoined.
Okay. Maybe if anyone have audio issues, please restart your system and rejoin. So the next point is here. Constructor doesn't have any return type. Any return type. So we can have like access modifiers. We have public, protected, default. Those things we can have this 4 also. So constructor can applicable 4 access modifiers. 4 modifiers are applicable. What are those 4? Public, private,
Protected.
protected,
Default.
default. So here this is constructor. So this constructor will have private, protected. If you are not providing anything, any name here, modifier, it is a default. So why these modifiers means scope of that particular constructor. So public means it will access a whole project. Know these points, everyone. Why public, why protected, what is private? Huh?
Yes,
Or
sir.
can I explain?
Not deeply, sir. Little bit idea we have, sir. Will you please
Okay.
explain once again?
Okay, I will explain. So first one public means, for example, we have this project. Oops. So if you are creating any method by using public or any constructor by using public means it will access within a project. If you want to call this method, we are going to create a animal class in some other classes. Object we will create by using this animal reference name. We will call that method. If you have a public modifier means this method have public, then we can use within a project. For example, if you have protected means protected modifier, if you are using means the scope of the protected modifier is same class within a same class as well as same package. And also if it is in a different package as well, if in this package you have one class, for example animal, in another package you have another class like dog, you mentioned the dog. So if you are extending that class, then you can access animal class method. If you are using protected means. So same package, same class. If the subclasses have in different package also, we can access this method. And the next one is default. Default is the another name also package private. We will call it as a package private. So these have two names. Default as package private. So package private means same class, same package. Within a we can access same class and this same package. We can't access in the other package. But protected, if you are extending that parent class means we can access. That is small difference is there in the protected and default. Private means within a class only. You can't use in the whole project outside of this class also you can't use. Within a class only, private. Understood this one?
Yes, sir.
So you can create different packages and different classes. Then you can check any one method you can create. Then you can call that method by creating it is accessible or not. You can check what is the scope. Then you people can understand very easily. And this one now coming to constructor. Constructor is a block similar to the method. Constructor name should be same as class name. This. So constructor doesn't have any return type. Constructor can applicable for modifiers. So we have different other keywords as well. Static, final. So we should not have static constructor. We should not have final constructors. We will discuss that keywords in upcoming classes. And the next point is constructor when it will execute now automatically. If you are creating any object, if you are creating this class object means then constructor automatically it will invoke. Invoke means called. For example, test equal to new test. So this will call constructor here you are creating, this will call automatically. So that is the another point. Constructor executes automatically when we create a object. These are the main important points of the constructor. Next, we are going to discuss types of constructor. Before discussing this one, very important point, use of constructor or purpose of constructor. Why we are using constructor? So constructor, the main purpose is it is used to initialize the, this is important, object. Initialization means yesterday I discussed with you guys. What I discussed initialization means somewhere I have created. Initialization, instantiation, declaration. What I
Yes,
told
sir.
here. Declaration means just that class and reference name we are declaring. New means
Initialization.
it will create a new object. If new object created means in JVM memory will allocate. For every new keyword, one memory will allocate. So in initialization means it will set the default values. If you have, for example, yesterday class, here color, age. If you are creating constructor for this, just you are printing this means, then it will return the default value. String default value is empty. Int default value 0. So that will initialization means it will assign the value. Once you are providing value, that will consider that values, then that will return for us whatever the values we are providing. If we are not providing anything means default values will be empty and 0. So this is the main purpose of the constructor, to initialize the object. So if anyone asks what is constructor means, you can explain these points. So we have mainly 3 types of constructors. Default constructor, second one is no arc constructor, third one is parametric constructor. So default constructor means if you are created one class and you are not providing any constructor means by default our Java compiler will provide a constructor. So this is the no arc constructor. We don't have any arguments. Like this only Java compiler will provide us. No arc constructor, Java compiler will provide us. No arc constructor and parametric constructor means user defined. So programmer will create user defined constructor. Both are user defined. So difference between no arc constructor and parametric constructor means here you are not passing any arguments, any parameters. That is the no arc constructor. If you are passing some parameter, for example, int a, int b, these are the parameters. This is the parameterized constructor. So we will see examples in Eclipse one by one, then you can understand more. So remember these points. Constructor is a block similar to the method only. Then constructor should have same name as class name. Constructor doesn't have return type. Constructor can have with the 4 modifiers: public, protected, default, private. Constructor, when constructor invokes means if you are creating new object, automatically it will invoke. So purpose of the constructor is it is used to initialize an object. Now we are going to see the what is default constructor in Eclipse. We can see how it is creating those things. So in the same package I am using new. I'm creating one test. Class name I am giving simply test. So here I don't have anything inside the class. We will create one main class separately. We will add a main method inside that class. Just I am giving application app. I'm providing main method here. So now what I am doing here, just I am creating object. How to create an object? Class name, the next reference name equal to new class. Now just I am checking, just I am printing what it will print. We are not provided any value here. Run as. So this is the memory reference name, hash code. Once any object created, Java will allocate a memory in JVM. This is that one. So now this constructor, I am not created any constructor. I am not created. Just I simply created one class. Then I have created an object. Then I am checking what it is printed. It is created memory for this. That memory reference it is created. Now I will create a one more class. New class. For example, student. Class name is student. Here what I am going to provide, I will provide a default constructor is compiler will provide. Now I will provide no argument constructor. How I can write how I can create a syntax of the constructor? Public are protected. Any modifier we can use, access modifier, then same name with class name. Now I am not passing any arguments here. Now also I will create an object. So this is for just I will put a comment, default constructor. Then next one is no arg constructor. Now how to call that one? Similar way, I will create a creating object reference name equal to new student. Just sys out student. I'm checking. Run as Java. You can see here also same. It is coming like hash code. Here also same. Now we don't know now which constructor it is called. Then what we will do? We can provide one sysout here because to check this constructor is called or not. Just I am providing. I am from no arg constructor. Just now we can check in the main method. Now which constructor it is calling. See, if you are providing constructor means it will call that constructor only. If you are not providing any constructor, by default compiler will provide as default constructor. So this hash code we are returning. Instead of that, if we override toString method, you know, anyone explain to you guys toString method? For example, here I am providing one variable. This is a instant variable, class level variable. Two names are there, instance variable or a class level variable. So previously what it is giving some hash code. If I am running that one. Now I will provide a toString method. How to provide means right click on class anywhere, source, generate toString. So we have one field here. Select. This is no need inherit method. So only select that field, generate. This method is the object class method. In Java, parent class is the object. So now you can run this one. Run as Java application. You can see here what it is providing. Name. We are not provided any value. No? Name equal to null. So string is the class. Class will have null. If you are providing any value means that will. So I told you initialization. Here sometimes you this one. If you are not providing any value, if you have any parameters, any variables inside your class level variables, if you have means that will provide a null. So string is a class. If it is a primitive type means it will provide some value. String not the empty is not a default value, null. It's a class. The next one is we are going to discuss on. Here I will provide some arguments here. Then you can see here. First, int roll number. Student have roll number. No? So naming conventions also you can follow. Class name should start with capital letter and camel case. Every Java will use mostly camel case. So variable name should start with small letter and camel case. If next word it is going to start means packages all are in small. Project name also in small only. And then static constants we will create some constant value by using final keyword that we will discuss in the upcoming class. For that naming convention is all are capital letters. So string name of the student. See, it is not supporting because string is a class. If you give small letter means it won't accept. Now we can see run as here still that is only it is showing because I don't have toString method here. Just right click, source, generate toString method, select your fields, generate. So the purpose of the toString method is instead of memory reference, it will print that exact values. Okay, so here it is printing memory reference. Instead of that, what is the value inside the class, it will print. Now we can run as Java application. Now you see default value of int 0, string null. Now what I will do here, student dot, how can I call that variables? Student dot name equal to some value I will provide. Rahman. So another value is there, no? Student dot ID Why it is? It is a integer, not a string. What we given here? Student roll number, not the ID. Student dot roll number equal to 1. Run as. Now you can see after assigning values, it will print that value. Before that, it will initialize the default values. Are you able to understand these things? Hello.
Yes.
Up to here, you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask. We can do next one. Parameter side. Now you understood the purpose of the toString method also. Why you are. That is the object method. ToString is the object method. We have some object methods. We will discuss in the upcoming classes. What are the object methods we have? Next one is the parametric constructor. So I will create one more class. For each class, I am giving one example with the different classes. For example, product. Here, I will provide 3 instance variables. First one is the int product ID, string product name, price. Price means what we can use a double. For money related things you can use every time double only. So you should aware which data type for which thing I can use like that. Price. Now here I am going to create one parameter sized constructor. How I need to create means right click here, source, generate constructor using fields. Remember this one. Right click, one more time I am showing. Right click, source, generate constructor using fields. Select these 3 fields. Generate. Here now we can see 2 more new keywords. This super. Why we are using, I will discuss after finishing this parameter size constructor. As of now, I am deleting that one. So this we need. So how we created this one? Right click, source, generate constructor using fields. Now I will test that one. How to test? By creating product object, reference name equal to new. New keyword means it will allocate a memory for this object. New equal to new product. Here you can see this is the parameter side constructor. If you are providing like this means it won't accept. It will throw compilation error. So you have arguments inside your constructor. Please provide those arguments. If it should not throw any error means you need to provide a no argument constructor. This time compiler won't provide a default constructor because already you have one constructor. Then compiler won't provide. If you don't have any constructor only, compiler will provide you. So if you should not get that means you need to provide a should not get that error means you need to provide a no argument constructor. Now no error. So now here we are discussing about a parameter size constructor. We can choose this one. Here first one is the product ID. For example, one product name laptop, price some 10,000 something. Now I need to check this one values are setting or not inside the product. How we are going to set this out product here. Just I am giving product run as Java application. See here what it is giving, that hash code memory reference. If we want the value means what exactly inside the value, we need to override a toString method. How to create toString method? Source, right click, source, generate toString method, select that fields. If you know the answer means you can answer. In application, we will run as Java application. Now you can see whatever the values we are providing, it will return us. So this is the parameter constructor. So why we are using this means, see for example, if you want another product, like you want number of products, for product 1 you give change the reference names, product 3 change here, change the IDs 2 3 4, for example mobile, for example shoes, here some other product, some price. So change the prices also. 20, this is 1000, this is 2000. So let's some 50,000. Now if you want a more, like one more product you are adding, this is a one record. So product, you have multiple products. So if you want to create a new products means, every time you can't set like this, it will increase, every time it is increasing two lines. For example, if you have 2000 products, then how you will set? Every time you are creating this one student dot name, student dot roll number, then it will increase 2000 lines of code for you. Here in one line itself we are creating. If you have 2000 products means, 2000 products I will create, it will be 2000 lines only. But here you can see for each product you have 3 lines, 2000 into 3, 6000 lines of code it will provide. So by using parameters constructor, we can reduce our lines of code as well. Now we can print this one. Product 2, product 3. Here you change this reference names. Product 2, product 3. Now you can run as Java application. See, all are working fine. So this is about the constructors. Any doubts here?
No,
Are you
sir.
able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes. After this class, you can practice everything. I will provide all codes to you. Then you can practice. Now we are coming to this one. I told you this keyword and super keyword. So first one, this keyword. So this keyword is nothing but it will refers the current object, current class object. Refers, yes, refers the current class object. Current class object means, see, for example, you have number of parameters with the same name. Here I will create a one method, public int price. See, it is what it is giving. Add the return statement. Here I will pass, for example, int a, that is I am returning, because automatically how it is taken means our product method return type is int, then automatically it is taking product ID like that. So I will provide here int so just I am creating, this is the local variable. 188. To see the difference why we are using this keyword, just I am doing see here we have change this method name to cost, no problem. Here we have same thing I can use. So this is casting problem because int plus double it won't. Here also I need to return double. Okay, my return type is double here. Now you can see here already I have same variable. This is the instance variable. Here I have local variable. Method inside the method we are creating means that is a local variable. Now if you are not providing anything, so if you are using this keyword means this will refer this current object method. Understood? It won't refer, but the scope of this variable we can't get outside, inside the method only. Class level variable means we can get wherever we need, we can use this scope inside the class. So same variable, you should need some difference now. So this keyword, what it will do, current class related variables it will refer, not the method related those things. So this is the our input. From here we are getting this input price. For example, I will change this one. Now you can see this price is this one, and this one also it is referring this one, but this is our actual one. So here just I created to show that it will allow or not to show the difference one method. It will allow inside the variable class level method level variable, it will allow same name. But if you same variable you create again here, it will throw compilation error, already name exists like that. Here when come to this keyword, it is refers to class level variables, and this is our input. From the here we are providing the value. This is the cost now. That takes this shows that difference between the class level variable and method parameters. So constructor also is one type of method now. This method parameter variable. This shows the different. This means a class level. This is the method variable. This shows that difference one. Now we can run this one. It will work or not, you check. Run as. So same thing as usual, it will work because this is our request. From here we are requesting this constructor parameter, we are providing cost, then it will set that value. This price will have this value. Understand that? This is the purpose of the this keyword. So it will differentiate between the class level attribute or class level field anything and the method level parameters. That is the purpose of this keyword. Now we got another one, super keyword. Here we got no super like this. While creating parameter size constructor, we got the purpose of this means it will refer the parent class of objects, not the current class. This means current class related one it will refer. So we can see one example for parent. For example, we can create new class. New, I will give parent class name as the parent. So inside this class, so by using super keyword, we can call methods and constructors as well. Here just first we will see the example of constructor. I will create one constructor here. Here I will provide a sysout. Why we are providing sysout here? To check the which constructor it is calling. I will give I am from parent. Sorry, or here. Okay. Are you people able to follow only? No? Or you have any doubts here? This keyword. Hello? No response from your end. Am I audible?
I didn't get your question. Actually.
Question, huh?
Yeah.
I am asking you, now we discussed about this keyword, that is clear, or I need to explain one more time? Are you able to follow or not?
We are following, sir.
If you
Thank you. It
have
will be
any,
great, sir.
if you have any doubt, you can ask. So here I am creating one more class, child class. Here what I am doing, creating one constructor. So sysout I am providing. I am from child. Here I am using super. Now I will test this class, not the parent class. I will create an object for this. Already we have main method class here. To check super method. So child equal to new child. Now just I will print this. This one I am printing. Now we can see what it will. See, it is printing only I am from child. But super why it is not called means we extended that class. No, this extends we'll discuss in
Okay.
tomorrow's class. As of now, I am extending parent. Now we can check one time. So this one tomorrow in inheritance we will discuss the extends keyword. Now where is this one? Run as. Now you can see. Now it is printing I am from parent. I am from child. How it is called? By using this super keyword. So the purpose of the super keyword is it will call parent class methods or constructor. For method also similar. If you have any method in the parent class, if you are extending that class by using super keyword, it will call. So those examples tomorrow we can see. Because anyhow tomorrow we are going to work with the inheritance only. So this is today's class. Can I provide all these classes in chat?
Yes, sir.
You can practice. So I am stopping recording.
Sir, we need recording also, sir.
This videos will generate here. You don't have access, huh?
Yes, sir. I have just.